Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links of which you're going to find in that video description below, including ways to support this channel, like clicking that red subscribe button, joining the Beard Wizard family, getting us to 7,500 as soon as possible. Other ways to support us: our merch store. My new book is out. You can find links to that in the video description below. Under Linktree, that's where all my social media and everything else is. But the biggest thing is just help these small channels out. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff helps out so much. So this is our second stream today. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to squeeze in a third one. I thought it was going to rain all day here. So I planned streaming and all this other stuff, and it's really nice outside. It's one of the nicest days we've had in a long time, and I've got a few things I'd like to do out there. So I may not squeak in a third stream like I wanted to today, but we'll see. There's still time. But before anything else, Brandon Hart put out a new one today. We love Brandon on this channel. He always puts out some great stuff, and this one's another good one. So this is a live review show. I have listened to this before. We are going to take a look, pause necessary, talk about the music, etc., and so on. But this is Brandon Hart's latest Normal Ones. If you're in the live stream, say hi, and if you're watching that recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But here we go. It seemed to start out with no real intro, or maybe I had the thing too far. No? It just starts like that. Cheers!
I always thought I was unusual. I always thought there was something more to me. I always knew I was a little bit circused in, not fitting in underneath my skin. And I bet you do too. I always thought if I hit it well and kept it under my belt, that nobody could tell. If I stayed by myself, I played it close to my chest, I said it under my breath. My guess is that they haven't found out yet. I don't wanna be a normal one.
So, love that. But I love the message of this song too. It's not necessarily that, because it's so cliche when people say, oh, I want to be weird. Normal is boring and all of that. And that's really not what he's saying here. He's just saying that he hid who he was for a long time because he was afraid of what other people would think. And he's gotten to where he doesn't care about that anymore. And all of us go through that stage, I think, at different points in our lives where we just stop caring what other people think. I'm almost 50 years old, and I just don't care what people think about me. I've got my own life to live, and if they're bothered by whatever I do or dress or say or write or whatever, I don't care. They can worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that. So I like that message of sort of being you, not hiding it just because you're trying to fit in or be normal.
Close to my chest, I said it under my breath. My guess is that they haven't found out yet. I don't wanna be a normal one, 'cause I don't care what being normal is. And I won't succumb to following the dumb to end up just another normal one. We don't wanna be the normal ones, 'cause we don't care what being normal is. All our lives we've been lied to, try to hide the truth. It's alright though. I used to think I was the only one.
His voice, Brandon's voice is always good.
I used to think there was no one else like me. Crazy. I always.
And this is the other part of this song that I like, because he's not saying, that he's not doing that whole cliche of being unique. You're the only you. Not that. He's just saying that, like, for the longest time, he thought he was alone in his differentness, and so he's hiding himself. He's trying to fit a mold. He's trying to fit an image that society, his friends, his social group, school, whatever, told him was normal, told him this is how you should be. And he thought he was the only one that felt that was off. And because everybody does what he did, they don't realize there's other people around them that also feel that's off. And so it's not like you're just totally unique. It's just there's a lot of people who feel different, similarly different. And once you realize that, you kind of say, okay, it's I'm not the only one that thinks this is all a little forced or a fake or whatever, it might be. And I like the way he's saying that. Also, Brandon's vocals always fantastic. I like the way he writes. Um, Very down to earth, but also poetic. It's not for a literary term, we would call it purple prose. It's not purple prose. It's not this lofty writing in his music. It's just very down to earth, and I like that.
Knew I was a little bit alien. I don't fit in anywhere I am. But now I got you. I always thought if I hit it well, it kept it under my belt, that nobody could tell. If I stayed by myself, I played it close to my chest. I said it under my breath. My guess is that they haven't found out yet. I don't wanna be a normal one, 'cause I don't care what being normal is. And I won't succumb to following the dumb to end up just
I like that. Won't follow the dumb.
don't wanna be the normal ones, 'cause we don't care what being normal is. All our lives we've been lied to, try to hide the truth. It's alright, I won't succumb to following the dumb to end up just
Don't follow
another
the dumb.
normal one. I won't succumb to following the dumb to end up just another normal one. I won't succumb to following the dumb to end up just another normal one.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be a normal one, 'cause I don't care what being normal is.
Right.
And I won't
Like that.
succumb to following the dumb to end up just another normal one. We don't wanna be the normal ones, 'cause we don't care what being normal is. All our lives we've been lied to, try to hide the truth. It's alright, we don't wanna be the normal ones, 'cause we don't care what being normal is. And I won't succumb to following the dumb to end up just another normal one. I don't wanna be a normal one, 'cause I don't care what being normal is. All our lives we've been lied to, try to hide the truth. It's alright,
Another great track from Brandon Hart. There's a lot of heart. To be corny there's always a lot of heart and feeling in his songs. And again, his songwriting, very down to earth and accessible. It's relatable. It's not trying to be too much, too more than it is. He's not trying to be all lofty and flowery with the writing, and it fits very well with the message he's trying to portray. Is just just be yourself. Just understand that you don't have to fit some sort of cookie cutter mold to be accepted, and just be you, I think, is the main message of this song. Fantastic song for Brandon Hart. Always love to see his stuff. Glad we got another new one today. I may or may not be back tonight. I have a show this weekend. I don't know how early we have to get rolling tomorrow. So I may be back later tonight with some gaming. I might not. It depends on time. Otherwise, I will see you guys all again soon. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. You have a great one. Much love. Bye.